Games. Give me just a second, let me get things set up, and we'll get started for the day. We're going to be on Way of the Hunter today, growing 2 potential super rares and hunt for other trophies. Really want to use today to hang out, catch up with everybody, stuff like that. Give me 1 second. Alright, let me refresh my screen. What's up, Wolf Boss? You finally made it? Well, good. I'm glad to see you was able to make it, man. Yeah, we're going to do Way of the Hunter this week. And then I think on Friday, because so many people voted for Fishing Planet too, so I think we're going to do Way of the Hunter today, and then we'll probably do fishing. Probably do Fishing Planet. We're going to do Fishing Planet on Friday. What time of day is it? Let's see. 12:42. I think I'm going to have to reset time. Been a little bit since I played this game. Let's see. What time do the animals drink? Or not drink, but they feed. 7 p.m.? 7 a.m. to 11? Okay. There's one of our big boys over there. Wolf Boss, I think that you haven't seen my latest post. I actually haven't touched Call of the Wild since our last stream, man. I've accidentally burnt myself out of that game terribly. I've been trying to play it some, but it's just like I can't even play it for more than 30 minutes. It's just getting to the point where I'm just burnt out, man. So we're gonna wait till July to get back at it. But no, I have not touched Call of the Wild or even attempted to do it to work on my grind. My grind hasn't even been set up or anything. There's been no progress on Call of the Wild just so far, except for since the last time you guys saw me stream it. I'm just burnt out at the moment, man. But this July, though, I am going to return to it, though. We are definitely returning to it this July. What's up, Zero? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you able to make it to the stream. You only be here for a little while, that's fine, man. We're just basically, I just basically wanted to use this as a chat day. So we're just going to go around and just free roam. Looks at some of my, there's one of my super rares right there, guys. Right there's one of them. He is a 1-star young sandbar deer, and he's albino. And then the whitetail is, I believe the whitetail should be right here with him, if I'm not mistaken. Those are Sika deer. But usually the whitetail actually feeds over here with him, in some cases. Doesn't look like that it does not look like it's going to be the case today, unfortunately, but yeah, I do have a albino whitetail that also can make diamond. Or not diamond, but 5 stars. I call them diamonds on here because it's like the same concept. Okay, so those are hares that I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, that's one of my boys. I don't know where the other one is. Alright, let's see. Let's actually go over here. You found a piebald mule deer on my map and found a bunch of piebald mallards on the ski ridge. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. What's up, elephant? Hope you're doing well, man. Let's see. I need to figure all this out again, guys. It's been a couple weeks since I played this game, too. Red deer, there we go. Yeah, they're early in the morning. No, they're not. They're not that early. So 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go see what kind of red deer we have out here. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, everybody. Hope you all are doing well today. Yeah, guys, I figured we'd just catch up today, just do some chatting and stuff, just free roam around, talk and chat for a while, see what kind of animals we might find on here. And then a lot of people voted for Fishing Planet as well, guys. This one just had more votes to it. But Fishing Planet did really well on my other one. So we're probably going to do this game today, and then Friday we'll probably do Fishing Planet. And if I can find an extra day this week to stream, I will, but I think I'm just going to stick to 2 as of right now. I've already got a couple of 5 stars off the map, guys. I believe I've got that super rare that was in a video that I put recently, and then I've also got another super rare. Excuse me, another 5-star that I was able to find. Yeah, guys, I'm just a little bit burnt out on Call of the Wild, so I figured we'd play some other games for the remainder of the month, and then whenever July comes back around, we'll hit it hard and heavy. And I hope I'll be ready to get back at it at that time. I did watch some of Scarecrow's and Flinter's stuff, though, and I saw where they got the great one, and I ain't gonna lie, it really did make me want to play a little bit, but I'm still just not quite there when it comes to, like, dying to play. Plus, I just love Way of the Hunter, so... It's a big group of red deer. Nothing too impressive in that group. And where they're spooked, I ain't gonna try to call down in there. Usually, I'll call at them and see if I can get a low fitness call to work. But where they're on to me already, I'm probably just gonna leave them be. See, what kind of missions do I have? Harvest a gray leg goose with a shotgun. Harvest a wild duck with a crossbow. That's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna worry about that one right now. Yeah, guys, we do have a albino whitetail, and we also have an albino sika deer, and they're both males, and they're both 1-star youngs right now, so it's going to be a little while before they become super rares. Like I said, I've been mostly focusing on Call of the Wild, so I haven't really been playing this game much. But I've been getting back into it here a lot recently, and I'm wanting to make sure that I see if these turn out to be 2 super rares. I've had good luck with super rares on Way of the Hunter, but as far as Call of the Wild is concerned, I've played over 3,200 hours, and I still don't have a single super rare to my name. They just keep evading me. I don't know what it's going to take to get one on that game. Where did those guys go? There they are. Oh, there's a 1-star mature in there. Good. I don't exactly know which one he is. What's up, King Crab? Welcome to the stream. Just playing some Way of the Hunter, trying to get... We got 2 super rares on the map. Or at least I'm hoping they'll be super rares. They're still 1-star youngs, but we got an albino whitetail and albino... not Sika deer. I keep calling it a Sika, but it's the... what is it? Sandbar. We have a 1-star albino sandbar deer. That's a young, and we have a 1-star whitetail. It's also a young. So I don't know why. Oh, it's because I was doing, that's right, I was doing missions. I was trying to get my perks unlocked. I was wondering why I had the lever action. That'll work. Let me see here, guys. Give me 1 second. I was trying to see what my perks is. So lever actions. Yeah, so I just need to keep watching hunting with lever actions some. Need to kill some more with my break action shotgun, looks like. Didn't see anything else on there that... Yeah, okay. There's this shooter. Well, I mean... Okay, I was wondering. That felt like a good shot. Also, guys, make sure if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Like I said, each time you guys hit the like button, it is 50 shares through YouTube, allows people to find my channel a lot easier. I appreciate the support, guys. Got a lot of good shooters out here, looks like, today. This is definitely my favorite area of the map, by the way, guys. My second favorite is on the top right-hand side of the map. But this has got to be my favorite free roaming area. Oh yeah, we got this deer. Good. Starting to wonder about him a little bit. So one thing I don't like about the lever action is it sure does take a long time to kill something. Why, hello to you too. It appears my one deer. I see him laying over here. Ooh, that's a nice Rocky Mountain elk to take. Let's go over here and grab our other buck, though, before we take him. What's up, Mr. Star Wars? I'm just kind of burnt out on it, man. It's not that I won't return to it. We're gonna definitely return to it in the next week or maybe the week after. It just depends on whenever I feel up to it again. It's just right now I just ended up burning myself out on the game pretty bad. So I'm just wanting to take a break for a little bit, and we'll get back at it soon though. But it's good to see you, man. Glad to see glad to see you able to make it to the stream. Hope you're doing well. At work. I don't know what red deer we're doing up here. Oh well. But what you guys been up to? Anybody have anything doing anything interesting in chat? Yeah, guys, I'm sorry we're not playing Call of the Wild. Just like I said, it's just I decided to play some other games for a little while. Just burnt myself out on it a little bit. I've been playing playing some other games here lately. I've been playing some Way of the Hunter. I've been playing some Resident Evil 2 remake a little bit. Just needed to take a break from it. I've still been watching all Scarecrow and Fletcher stuff though, and I definitely will get back into it soon. It's just I'm wanting to take a break this week. We might get back at it next week if I feel up to it. There's a 1-star mature in there. I'll gladly take a 1-star mature. It's the adult. Okay, so the mature is back there. Just can't really get a good look at him at the moment. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Much better. That's a 1-star. Oh, it isn't. Well, I can't shoot him anyway. Now, that guy was just pathetic. I mean, I know the one I shot was bad too, but that was real bad. Okay, that's a Rocky Mountain elk. Still is one I would like to shoot, though. We'll go ahead and get him. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the chat, man. Hope you are doing well. Make yourself at home and chat. Talk about whatever you want to. Just make sure it's family friendly. I have over 3,200 hours in Call of the Wild. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I also play Way of the Hunter quite a bit and some other games. But yeah, make yourself at home. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. We got two potential super rares on the map. One being an albino whitetail, and then we also have an albino sandbar deer. They're both unfortunately 1-star youngs right now. Where did this guy run? Did he cross the river? Hello? Blood trail. I'm not seeing him anywhere around here. Where's this trail at, though? So his blood trail's right here. Ah. So I somehow didn't get a good shot off on him. Well, that's rough. Remove. Thank you. Go, both Coltons in the map. Let's go. Double the Colton, double the problems. I'm just kidding. Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you all. We're just trying to herd manage some of my map on the Way of the Hunter, and we're also trying to age up a couple of super rares that's on the map. At least I'm hoping they'll be super rare. But I came after some red deer, but I keep running into other species, which is not a problem at all. But I have not really been able to hunt red deer very much because I keep finding them Rocky Mountain elk, all kinds of different things to shoot. So we're kind of just shooting whatever comes our way, I guess. But I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, guys, according to the polls, I believe we're going to do Way of the Hunter today, and then I think we're going to do Fishing Planet on Friday. As those two games got the majority of votes, with this one having the highest vote for today, so we're going to do this today. Skogs, let's go, Colton. That's an awesome grind, man. You're doing good. Keep it up, buddy. Congratulations on that grind. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been touching it lately. Actually, I haven't even played the game since the last time that we did our streams, guys. Like I said, I just ended up getting terribly burnt out on the game. Just needed to take a break, play some other stuff for a little while. But we'll get back at it though, either next week or maybe the week after. But we will get back at it. Go up here and grab this very puny elk. 21%. That's disgusting. Get that out of here. All right, Colton. Sounds good, man. We'll see you when we get back. Well, that's good, Zero. I'm glad that you were able to make down some progress. Guys, I'm probably going to start doing things the way that I used to. And what I mean by that is that is that in the beginning I probably will stack my diamonds and stuff like that and do main menu resets and stuff again. Just because I want the animals to keep coming in, and obviously people are still getting great ones even while doing everything, so I don't think it really affects it that much. And because of that, guys, I'm probably going to go back to the way that I used to grind, which is where I probably do a main menu reset probably every few runs. So that's probably still going to be the same thing. But as far as stacking diamonds, guys, I probably will start doing that again in order to get my management down. Because it does take a dramatically long period of time to manage your zones down if you don't stack diamonds. So I probably will start doing that again. But as far as resetting main menu and stuff like that, I'm still going to go with what the developer said not to do. So. What time is it? 11. Yeah. I think we missed our window as far as doing red deer in the drink zones. Alright guys, let's go check on my super rare whitetail possible. And then we'll go check on a few of my 4 stars. Let's see if he's out here. So this is where he drinks. But he's either not here right now or something. It's alright. We'll keep looking around. Oh, I'm doing good, Luke. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you able to make it. What time do these deer drink again? I might be getting ahead of myself. Where is whitetail? There you are. Yeah, 11. So yeah, I'm in the right place. And then red deer. So red deer actually drank all the way until 1, apparently. But it doesn't look like they're at this zone. But there's a red deer. Oh, he's still a 4-star. That is such a big rack, though. I really hope he makes 5 stars, man. It's a big buck. We got a 2-star adult across from him. Oh, that's awesome, Colton. I'm glad that they were able to win, man. That's cool. I don't really play too much. I don't really do too much with NBA since I'm more of an NCAA person, but at the same time, that is really cool, man. I'm glad they were able to win. What am I going to do about them? Nothing. As long as I can tell that they're two. So we have 3 different Coltons. We have Colton Magnelli, and then we have a regular Colton, and then we got Colton Crane. And in my opinion, as long as they keep their names that way, that's fine. I'll know who they all are. So I'm probably not going to do anything about it, Mr. Star Wars. Their names are different, and that's all that matters. You got 6 rares? Oh, that's awesome, man. That's really good. Yeah, I got a couple big boys, Zero. I have another one right down here. Yep. Another big 4-star right down there. Like I said, guys, I have some big animals in this map right now. Then I got these. Oh, hi there. Oh, I got a 4-star fallow right here. Dude, I didn't even know he existed. I'll have to keep an eye on him, too. This guy, though, he's going to get shot, though. But yeah, guys, we'll fast forward some time here in a few minutes. This right here is normally the way that I play this game. So I usually hunt out an entire day, and then I'll reset time 3 times in a row, and then usually that'll add another year to a deer's life. Also, guys, for anybody who used to watch my concerts, Linkin Park's concert is nearly done. I'm probably going to do 2. I got one for Emily, which is currently almost completed, and then I'm probably going to do one for Chester as well. But I'm really not sure if I will or not. But yeah, guys, for anybody who used to watch my concerts and stuff, that is going to return with Linkin Park. It is very close to being done. It's just I'm a perfectionist and I want to make sure the concert is really, really well put together and stuff. 265, that one needed to go. Happily take that one. Oh, okay, Colton. Sounds good, man. Okay, so they're both you. Zero, you and me have nearly the same birthday. My birthday's on the 14th. Dude, I can't wait to see where he goes. I have 2 giant bucks. They're both new racks too, so I'm really excited to see what they're gonna be. But yeah, Zero, mine's on the 14th, so you and me are both July people. July men. There we go. Sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time talking today for some reason. That is very true, Zero. That is very true. Guys, while I have a few of you in my stream, a couple of you in particular, actually one of you in particular, if you know who you are, don't put it in chat or anything, or say you're sorry or anything, guys, because I don't want anybody to be pointed out or nothing. And I'm not mad at anybody, so don't think that anybody's in any kind of trouble or anything. But I did want to address this. During our last stream, we had somebody that came into the chat and was trying to be funny, and they were like carrying on and stuff. And we had a few people in chat and we had a person in chat, I should say, that decided to try to do basically do my job for me, and they were trying to do the disciplinary thing, telling them to stop and stuff. Guys, just understand that unless you're a moderator in the future, you don't understand that you don't have to do that, and that I don't want you doing that. You guys are just here to have fun and talk and chat and stuff, guys. If there's anybody disobeying me or being annoying in chat and stuff, just leave it to the moderators or me to discipline them. Again, don't be a moderator before you're a moderator, guys, because I know there's a lot of people that wants to be mods, but if you're constantly asking me to be a moderator, or if you're trying to be one before you actually are invited to be one from me, then it actually discourages me from making you one, guys. So, like I said, unless I specifically need the help or somebody is targeting you directly, like if somebody's literally talking to you, and then that will give you a right to stand up for yourself. But if there's just somebody in chat, guys, that's being annoying or whatever, just let me do the disciplinary work, okay? You guys just sit back, enjoy the stream, ignore the person, I'll take care of them, okay? I don't want anybody doing any kind of disciplinary work to anybody until they're a moderator, alright? That's all I wanted to say on the subject. Like I said, I'm not mad at anybody or anything. I just don't want anybody, doing a job they don't have yet. There is a buck in here I want to shoot. Colton, I mean, you may have. I know you've told me you've gotten a lot of great ones, so I mean, you may have told me. You know, this whitetail does need to be shot, but I think that this guy needs to be shot too. He doesn't look like he's going to make 5 stars, but he's a big 3-star though. Plus, I just can't pass up on a rack like that. Lay down, buddy. I will happily take you over the whitetail. You are too what, Mr. Star Wars? I don't know what you're saying. Did that buck not spook? Really? Interesting. I have to keep peeking over there. If I see him, I'll let him have a round. I think he did spook, though. Oh, alright, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of July birthdays. Let's see. Did I make a mistake, or is it a good call? It's a good call. Yeah, I just love these red deer on this game. They're just so huge. Happily take that. Guys, we're getting ready to fast forward time, and it should add another year to these animals. So my 5 stars, should at least the 4 stars I have are either going to die or they're going to live to 5 stars. I believe I got them at least to that point. Which one is the adult? Not you. Okay, I don't know how that bullet missed. I guess it didn't miss. Somehow it didn't one-shot a bird. Interesting. My deer is just over here chilling. They're like, well, we know he's not after us, so what's the point of running? What mistake did you make, Zira? I don't recall you doing anything wrong. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, though. I do not know where. Okay, so that's the sandbar. Which one is the buck that has my... I did mark that one, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so he drinks over here. So no wonder why I couldn't find my whitetail. Okay, let's go over here and see if we can't find him. Well, maybe not right now. I think we might actually set course to go somewhere else for a little bit. Let's see. Let's go back where we came from and walk up the way instead of down it. Oh, you're fine, man. No big deal, Zero. I just want to make sure I didn't overlook something. What's up, Reed? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're popping in to say hi. Hope you're doing well, man. We're just doing some free roaming and trying to find some 5-star trophies and see if there's any rares on the map, stuff like that. I do have 2 of my albino whitetail and an albino sandbar that we're hoping makes 5 stars, but they're both 1-star youngs right now, so they both got a while before we'll know. But yeah, man, I hope you're doing good today. Two and one? Yep. I mean, why not? Probably not going to get any money for either one of them. Got 2 coins. Yay, 2. 31%er. What is the other one? Hello? Hey, they were both good ones. Let's go. Good herd management. Yeah, it really was, Zero. It really was. I mean, here's what I do on this game, guys. I literally just happily roam around and just shoot everything. Whoa. Okay, so that's a different group. They just now spawned in. I guess I was too close to them. It's a 3-star mature. 2-star adult. Yeah, he's a little bit wonky. Whoop. Well, if he's not acting like a hurt deer. Yeah, I made a bad shot on him. Alright, we'll let him go then. So one drawback about this gun is you gotta make the shots count. I'm just using this 30-30 right now, guys, because I'm trying to get perks. I have to get so many kills with the 30-30 to get all the perks for the rifles and stuff. My favorite one to use is the 30-06, followed by the Mont Blanc. I forget what it is, but it's like a green gun for like medium game. But I'm 338 all the way for the big game. Yes, Mr. Star Wars. So, for anybody who has been on my channel from the start, or excuse me, I don't know why I said from the start. That doesn't make any sense. For anybody who's been on my channel, if you guys ever changed your accounts or got separate accounts or anything, just let me know. You guys will always be accredited for being on my channel. It's not like I'll start you guys over or anything. I'll know how long you've been here. You're still the same person. You've been coming for however many months you've been here, or years potentially. So yeah, you guys will never like lose time or anything just because you change accounts or separate accounts. So you'll be totally fine, man. But Mr. Star Wars, if this is Phantom I'm talking to, separating your accounts is going to be a big help because Phantom, I'm going to let you know that that until you're at least, I think that I'm going to go at least 12 years of age. I'm not going to be considering you as a moderator. 12 years is probably going to be the youngest I'll let somebody be a moderator on the channel as long as they're very mature for their age and know what they're doing. But yeah, anything prior to 12 years old, I'll probably not consider as a moderator until you guys hit that age. Okay. But I do think I have decided that I'm going to make an age limit, and it's going to be about 12 years old. That's a good buck shoot. But again, just because you're 12 doesn't mean you're going to be a mod. Because, like I said, you have to be on the channel for a while. I have to get to know you and see what your personality's like. That should be a good shot. Oh yeah, he's hurting. That's a dead buck. Yeah, guys, if anybody's wanting to be a moderator for the channel, you have to be at least 12 or 13 years old. You have to been in chat for a long period of time, and I have to learn you to find out if you're eligible or not. I have to be able to think that you can handle the job maturely, and before I'll hand it over to you. So, hope that's fair to everybody. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Star Wars. What are you asking me? Where did this blood trail go? Oh, he died over there. He crossed the river just to go over there and die. That's interesting. Another 3-star mature over there. Mr. Star Wars, let me ask you a question back. Are you asking me if I'm high up on myself? Like if I feel that I'm high and mighty over top of other people? Is that what you're asking me? Because if so, if you're not happy with what I just said, man, you don't have to be subscribed to this channel. I mean, I know that you told me that you were 9 at one point, and 9-year-old is just too young. And like I said, I will consider anybody that is 12 or 13 as long as I know they're mature enough to handle the job, man. But like I said, I love having you here. I don't want anybody leaving or anything. But at the same time, you guys have to understand this is my channel, and I am going to run it how I want. And I want to make sure that whoever I make a moderator will be able to handle the job. If you think that I'm all high and mighty because of that, then you don't need to be here. Like I said, I'm not being mean. I love all of you. I love all your support and everything. But guys, if you are unhappy with the way that I run this channel, you do not have to be here. I'm going to make sure that everybody is treated fairly. So everybody will have to go with the age limit. Okay, so I am fair to everybody that way. And second of all, the people who have been here the longest that I have known for the longest period of time will have the highest chance of getting to be a moderator first because I've got to know them, and I know that they can, and I'll know in my heart whether they can handle it or not. So, I just wanted to put that out there to you. It's a good elk. Let's see. I think I want to go for the headshot on this guy. Well, maybe not. He might have just made my life easier. Let's see here. Oh, I don't like that. Zero. So basically, the way that I would actually defer the two games is that one actually makes you hunt. So, well, let me put it this way: as you can tell, there isn't that many fast travel points on Way of the Hunter. You actually have to walk around and have to actually do a lot of hunting. It's actually a more slow-paced and realistic hunting game. Now, the reason I play it on the most easiest difficulty is because it allows me to have tracking markers that makes tracking a lot easier, and it also makes it to be like the closest, in my opinion, to Call of the Wild difficulty. But these animals, if you play on like a higher difficulty besides the newest one, or the easiest one, then the animals, as you can tell, they're already on to me. And this is the easiest difficulty. So this is a much more difficult game than Call of the Wild is. You have to actually hunt. You can't set up stuff and just grind like you can on Call of the Wild. You actually have to move around and actually walk around and find animals, and you have to let them grow. Whereas on Call of the Wild, you get a random respawn. So when you shoot something on Call of the Wild, it'll just come back as something random. Whereas on this game, you shoot something, it'll come back as a 1-star young, and you actually have to grow it into the 5-star animals or into the mature age. And at that point, whenever you shoot an animal, it starts over. So, and it also depends on the genetics. So, whenever you shoot an animal in the game, it'll show what their genetics were, and it goes to 100%. So, let's say if you shot an animal that's 50%, that means you made a good call and you shot an animal that needed to come out of that group. The higher your genetics in that group, the more of an average of five-star animals and big animals you'll get. So it's a lot different, but similar at the same time. To me, it feels like a sequel to Call of the Wild, but at the same time, it's a lot more down to earth and more realistic. But I will say that it does feel like Call of the Wild, but at the same time, it doesn't play like it. If that makes sense. That's kind of how I describe it. It's easily my second favorite hunting game in the world. I just haven't been playing it much lately. Let's see, where do I want to go? See, you can tell by the map itself, the maps are huge, so it takes a while to get around them. And yeah, the game just makes you hunt. You can't just go around and make it like a shoot-a-thon like how Call of the Wild is. You literally have to search and you have to hunt for them, and you've got to be very very stealthy. The game kind of meets you in the middle though, because bushes and stuff don't increase your sound or anything like they do on Call of the Wild. So that's the only unrealistic thing. But they do that because they know the game itself is pretty difficult. Hence one of the reasons why I play the game on this difficulty setting. But if you like more slow-paced, realistic hunting, this game is definitely for you. It's definitely a banger. You just have to be used to not just fast traveling to tents and shooting animals. You have to be used to actually walking around, finding the animals, stalking up to them, making sure the animals you shoot are good choices, stuff like that. see, 1-star mature. Is London one of your kids or something? Mark? I don't think we have a London in chat. Oh, okay. Well, we'll tell him I said happy birthday or her. London, I've actually met someone named London before, and it was a woman, and I've also met someone named Landon. But at the same time, if it's a boy, wish him a happy birthday for me. If it's a girl, wish her a happy birthday. Mr. Star Wars, you're going to have to. Are you talking about like a literal mountain? Because that doesn't make any sense why you'd ask me that. Because I mean, like if you're actually asking me if I literally live on a mountain and how high up do I live on it? I mean, I really don't know how to answer that question. And for one, and also I don't want to give like the topographical idea of where I live. So I can't really answer your question if you're asking me literally. But also, I don't really understand your question. Because asking somebody if they live on a mountain is one thing, but how high up? I just don't understand why it's so specific. That's a good whitetail to shoot. What's up, Rocco? Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. There we go. He finally died. Also, Zero, another thing I'll say that's lockable, that's related to Call of the Wild, is that the animals are still tied to need zones. So, like, another reason why it feels like a sequel to me is because that you actually do rely on, like, drink zones, feed zones, and rest zones, just like you do in Call of the Wild. The only difference is, like I said, instead of just shooting animals and waiting for a random respawn, they'll restart as a 1-star young, and then you have to watch them grow over time and shoot out the wonky ones or the ones that look like they're too puny and pathetic to be anything big. And you have to kind of play chess with the game and kind of hope that each animal you shoot is a good one to take out, and then eventually you'll start growing 5-stars and the big trophies. So that's another thing to add too. And there's also no hunting pressure. So like, well, there is, but the thing about it is that the way the animal hunting pressure works on this game compared to Call of the Wild is that Call of the Wild means that the animals like leave and go to another zone, whereas on this game they pretty much just stick to one zone. Which it sounds like the same thing, but it's not. It's I guess it's hard for me to put it into words about how it works, but it is different. Like the animals will just move away, like from a further distance from the zone, and start feeding outside. So, for instance, let's say that I put too much hunting pressure right here on the edge of this river. Let's say that I was just hunting in this area a lot. These animals would still be in the area, but they may be all the way up here now, or they may be moved all the way over here, and they won't have a new zone there. Their zone is still here, but the animals are just moved outside of the hunting pressure. So, and this pink is just showing you which way the wind is blowing. But yeah, guys, that's another thing I guess I can compare it to the Call of the Wild too. Is that instead of just deleting your zones and making it move somewhere else, they literally will just span out, and you just have to figure out where they are. And then over time, as you hunt other zones and stuff, they'll make their way back to the pinpointed location where they're supposed to be. I have about 400 hours in Call of the Wild. So not nearly as much time as I do have in or not Call of the Wild, Way of the Hunter. So I don't have as nearly as much time put into into Way of the Hunt. I don't nearly have as much time put into Way of the Hunter as I do Call of the Wild. That's a nice buck. But I do have enough to know what I'm doing. Is that one still down here? I wouldn't mind to double up on him, but I don't see him. Yeah, Mr. Star Wars. If you were talking about in real life, then I'm not really going to answer the question. But if you're talking about in the video game, I know that I know that there's that like in Nez Valley, your main home is on the side of a mountain. So if you're talking about like in game, then no, I live on a flat on this map. But yeah, if you're asking me like if I live on a mountain how high in real life, then I'm not going to be answering that question. That's not that giving away, but it's still I just don't like to explain like what my house looks like or what I live on and stuff like that. Is there still a hit marker? Where's that hit marker at? There is definitely a hit marker on my screen, but I don't know where it's showing me it is. So it's directly in front of me. Keep going this way, I guess. There it is. Don't need that. Okay. Yeah, Zero, it's a very, very good game, man. Like I said, the Call of the Wild, I mean, this is a very underrated game, in my opinion, anymore. Call of the Wild just trumps it in so many ways, just where there's so much more content, and the fact that you just get immediate respawns and it has, like, great ones and stuff like that. But, honestly, if you stripped all that away from Call of the Wild, then, honestly, I believe this game would actually give it a run for its money. The only thing that I actually do not like about the game, but it's more of a nitpick than something I don't like, is the aging process. Like I actually do prefer just getting a random respawn in an animal's place rather than having rather than having to watch it grow. But at the same time, it makes it so unique. So I don't mind it. At the same time, is like it ain't my preference, but I don't mind it. Hopefully that makes sense. There's a 2-star mature fallow deer in there somewhere. Okay, so he's over there. Ignore my dog, guys. There's people there's a company tearing down a building across the street from me right now, and whenever the equipment bangs and makes noises, my dog gets tore up. Where's that fallow deer at? So he's right in there. Where's my jolly good fallow at? Because I'm definitely putting a bullet in him if I can find him. He's like right in these bushes. I think I see him. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see you now. Yeah, that guy definitely needs a bullet. What's up, buddy? Do, do. That should have got the lung. Another thing too, Zero, that I would actually give this game over Call of the Wild is that I think their animations for the animals are more realistic too. I think the animals move a lot more like they do in real life on here than they do in Call of the Wild. But Call of the Wild does a great job as well. But I will say that. I think the models in Call of the Wild, if they were to run on Unreal Engine 5, would be a little bit better than the models on here. But at the same time, both games have their strengths and their weaknesses. Like, I don't really think they really trump one another. I think they're just simply too alike and too different to actually like contrast to each other. They can only compare, in my opinion. Like, you can see what's like both of them, but you can't really say that one really trumps the other, in my opinion. I think they're both masterpieces. Blood trail. Where'd you go? There's the blood trail. I'll come back and get my fallow in a minute, guys. Yeah, well, the reason they have small antlers in Mazira is one of two reasons. One, they're either really young and therefore haven't grown their antlers on this game, because as deers get older on the game, their antlers will grow to bigger sizes. However, if you notice, like the one I just shot, it was a 1-star young, but its antlers were just so teeny tiny. That's the reason I shot it, because in my opinion, that immediately shows that it's a bad genetics animal. Again, though, that is a lot of experience that tells me that. There is some animals that I still to this day will shoot, and they have very bad antlers on them, but for some reason they still make very good scores. Okay, so my deer's up there. Also, another thing that makes this game a little bit more realistic, Zero, is that deers, as you can tell, they don't always just fall over and they're dead immediately. They actually die. Like, sometimes you'll walk up on your animal that you're tracking and they'll still be laying on the ground alive, and you have to either watch them until they die or you can try to finish them off. I'd rather just watch them, because if you shoot them again while they're laying down, you will lose money the more damage you do to them. So, like, this is a good example. This was a bad deer for me to shoot. See, guys, I still make the mistake even today. So this one has antlers that literally told me that it was a bad genetics animal because they were so little. But I did not pay attention, and I did not realize that he had brow tines. On this game, if you see a teeny tiny buck but he has brow tines, don't shoot him, because you might end up making the mistake like me, where you'll shoot an 85% deer. This deer had a chance to make a high 4-star animal. I do not think he could have made 5. He may have had a slight chance to do it, but usually the deer have to be about 87% to 88 to make 5 stars, is what I've seen. But still, that buck there was a bad choice, and because I made a bad choice, that means that this particular zone, or whichever zone that he was in, the next deer that respawns has a high likelihood to also be a bad genetics animal, because I shot a high genetics too soon. The game does have sort of a punishment system to it, as I call it, and it basically means, like, if you make a bad choice and shoot a deer at like too early in its age and it's a bad thing, it makes it to where it can screw up your genetics. It does not always do it; it just has a chance to mess them up. So that's also kind of relatable to Call of the Wild in a way, because if you shoot out one of your diamonds too soon, then you could end up getting one of your herd managed zones could go right back to needing to be managed again. So it's kind of like the same thought as like Call of the Wild. Whenever you make a bad shot in Call of the Wild, it can mess up your whole herd management because of it. I mean, there's just so many mechanics that are alike and so different at the same time in this game compared to Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild needs better models for whitetail, but it's so cool they have a mule kick now. Yeah, that is really cool. I wish that it wasn't on every single shot, though. So, like, the way that I look at it, if you're using a weapon that is overly powerful for an animal, and I know it still does happen, guys, okay, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I think that the animal should still, like, drop every so often, and then sometimes do a mule kick and run. Like, in real life, they don't always mule kick. Usually they mule kick on a lighter caliber weapon. So, like, if you're using a bow and arrow, or if you're using, like, a light powered rifle, usually they do a mule kick from time to time, and it's the deer's response to pain. And whenever they kick like that, it's because they're responding to the pain. So my deer is over there dead. He made it quite a ways. But yeah, that's kind of the way I wish it was a little bit on the new stuff. Is that I wish the animals like didn't always mule kick. I wish they would just do that every so often. Sometimes I wish they would just drop. Sometimes I wish they'd mule kick and run. Other times I wish they'd do like a jar, like where they would jar from getting hit and then run. I wish it was just always like a randomizer where the animals you never know how they're going to react to your shot. Like I really wish it would be that way on Call of the Wild and on here as well. Because you never know how a deer is going to act in real life when you shoot it. It's always different. And that was a good one to shoot. So that was 50%. So that was a good one to take out. But yeah, what you're wanting to target though is anything below 80. So like 80%ers and up is the animals that I consider the ones you don't want to shoot. But if you get an animal that's like 70%, 79% and below, they are not going to make 5 stars in this game, guys. And those are all good to take, in my opinion. I mean, yes, big 4 stars are nice to have, but everybody wants those 5 stars. And even if you're shooting like a higher caliber deer, that's in the 70s, that still helps out your genetic herd. But at the same time, it's not going to make 5 stars, so why not shoot it? That's kind of how I look at it. And it actually has helped me get a lot of 5 stars on this game, guys. I have 5 stars on almost every map that I play on. See what time it is. 2 o'clock. All right, it's about time for me to reset time, guys. Yeah, unlike Call of the Wild, I actually hunt out the entire duration. If you guys haven't noticed, I will always hunt out the entire duration of the drink zones or whatever I'm hunting, because you're always going to come across other animals that also need to be shot, and the game takes a lot of time for that reason. And it's another reason why I like playing on the easiest difficulty as well, is it keeps the other animals that you didn't know was there from spooking whenever you weren't ready for them. Although they still will do that, especially like say there was an animal on the other side of this mountain and didn't know, and I just came through here sprinting, it would spook it immediately. Um, but I think it like reduces the time. So like if you're sprinting on higher difficulties, then animals can hear you from farther distances away as you're sprinting. I think that they have to be 200 yards in order to spook, or maybe 250. 250 I think is what it is. But they have to be 250 yards from you in order to spook if you're sprinting on this game. On the easiest difficulty. So that's still the reason why you haven't seen me sprint a whole lot, is because that's the number one thing that'll spook animals in this game. No, Zero. Sadly, there is no squirrels in the game. There's many duck species, but there is no turkeys and there is no squirrels. I would love to see turkey hunting come to this game, though. This game, the way that the bow hunting is in the game and the way that the collars work and everything, I think it would be an absolute banger of a turkey hunting game. Especially if they made the turkeys go up in the trees and roost in the evenings, and then you could set up real early in the mornings for them and hunt them in the mornings. I mean, I think it would be honestly one of the world's best turkey hunting games as well if they had added them to this game, because this game would be like a banger for turkeys. But as far as squirrel hunting goes, yeah, there is no squirrels. There's just rabbits and ducks. I think that's the only small games they have is rabbits, ducks, and geese. Give me 1 second, guys. Had to respond to a text. Had to confirm an appointment from a doctor's office. Also, guys, another little tip. You guys might be seeing these markers in front of me. What these are is that they are little blue markers that you can place, and they're permanent until you remove them. And I use them to mark any animals that I think are something I need to keep track of. So, like, I know that this whitetail group has my albino whitetail in it, and I know that this sandbar group is the group that has my albino sandbar in it. So I will place one of these permanent markers on top of this group, so that way I can go back and click on it and see where their zones are. Anytime that I'm wanting to go and check on my animals as they get older. I will also do it for any for any potential 5 stars that I see. Although I don't like to clutter up the map, so I usually just try to remember where the 5 stars are. But you can do it for any of the groups you need to do it for. But I'd highly recommend using these markers, guys. Because there's so many different feed zones and so many different animals in this game that if you don't place markers on the animals you're wanting to keep track of, you will lose them. What's up, Pigberts? How you all doing today? Anything impressive in you guys? Nope. Okay, I'm moving on then. I'm not a big pig hunter, but I will shoot 5 stars or any big ones if I come across them. Alright, guys, I do believe it's time to reset time. So, Let me go over here, because we're going to start over here where my bucks are. I think I'm going to do it from down here, though. What's up, Mag? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you was able to make it, buddy. Hope you're doing well. We're getting ready to age up some animals real quick and see if a couple of my 4 stars made 5 stars. I know that my super rares are not going to be ready to shoot just yet, guys, so I'm probably not going to watch them at the moment. So that's 1, 2, and then we're going to do 3. So, guys, the way you age animals in this game is you want to hunt 15 minutes, 15 real minutes, and then go back to a time. Fast forward time 3 times. If you're on the time you want to be at, go ahead and start hunting. If you're not at the time you want to be at, guys, then you want to go for a 4th time and make the 4th run land on where you want it to be. So for me, I'm going to make it go to 10:13, and then I'm also going to rest one more time to 11:13 because deer's drink time are at 11 o'clock on this game. So now all of my animals on the map should have an extra year added on to them. And the way you guys can look at how old the animals are is you want to go to the animal you're wanting to hunt on, which I'm on red deer right now, and you want to go down here to where it says animal weights. So here it says age, and it shows you that these deer live to 12 years old. And the way that you know that you're aging your animals, guys, is that over time, as you go and look at these animals, they're going to go from young to adult to mature. So whenever they're on adult, then you know that they're getting older. That's whenever you really need to start watching them. And as soon as they go from adult to mature, you will know they're on 9 years. And then from there, you literally just want to keep track of them until they hit 12. And then at that point, that's the year you want to shoot the animal, guys. If you lose track and you really don't know where they are and they're 5-star animals, I would go ahead and just shoot them, so that way you don't risk losing them. But yeah, that is how you can age animals on the game, guys, and make sure that you age them properly. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go check and see if my animals are now 5 stars, but I'm going to give the game a little bit of time to respawn them. And the way that I'm going to do this, instead of respawning at this, where I can just look right at them, I'm actually going to start down here and work my way over to them. So that way the game has plenty of time to make these animals appear. Alright, Zio, sounds good, man. I will be streaming for about another 2 hours. I'm not planning on getting off today until 5. So we'll be streaming until 5 o'clock today. It's 3:16 my time right now. So we're looking at about another hour and 45 minutes. But if you can't make it, I'll see you in the next stream, buddy. I'm glad to have you today. Does this game have drop tine antlers? They do for mule deer. So this game does not have like great ones or anything like that in it, but it's constantly getting updates and stuff. And right now, all the antlered animals are typical, except for the mule deer. The mule deers do have a few big 5-star racks that actually will have some drop tines and some kickers on them. And the whitetails, I just got some new racks themselves, but unfortunately, nobody has seen any drop tines or anything just yet for the whitetails. We think that they just added some extra antlers that makes the antlers like really big, bulky, and thick and wide. Compared to like the skinnier antlers that had like long tips and stuff on them. But I'm sure they will come at one point or another. But they do have some animals. Some animals do have rare colors though. And right now I do have a super rare potential, my 2 super rare potentials, and a albino 1-star young with my whitetail that's on the map right now. And then I also have a sandbar deer that's a 1-star young. And the sandbar is going to be the last thing I shoot because they can live up to 16 years in this game, and the animals age 1 year at a time. So it takes a lot of time in this game to age animals up. But right now I'm actually going after 2 4-stars that I believe have a definite chance to make 5. And I meant to grab a different gun for them because I wanted to make sure they fell to the ground quicker, but I guess we'll use the 30-30 for them. Oh, you're at your mom's and your dad's house right now, Mr. Star Wars? Nice, nice. Let's see. Yep, guys, we got a 5-star. Let's go. We got a new rack, and he is a 5-star buck. He made it. Whoop, whoop. Got a trophy. Got a new taxidermy. Let's get over here to him. Oh, he's so pretty, man. He's such a big boy. Get out of here. Oh, he's so pretty. I don't know how old he is, guys. I found him as a 4-star, so I'm not going to age him because I don't know how old he really is. So we're going to go ahead and just pop him. Okay, he is in range. And we got another 4-star around the bend, guys, and he might make it as well. Got to make this shot count. This needs to hit the lung with a 30-30 on this game. No, right there's my shot. Get out of the way, Doe. No. Come on. There we go. Oh, yeah, we got him. He's going down. I didn't bring the right rifle, but it's going to do the job. 5-star going down, guys. Oh, that sounds like fun, Mr. Star Wars. I haven't been swimming in a long time, man. It's been a while since I've went swimming. See, my other 4-star. Alright, guys, we do have some unfortunate news, though. The fallow deer that we saw a little bit ago, though, guys, that was a 4-star fallow deer. He did unfortunately pass away, so he did not make 5 stars. I am looking at his group right now, and he's not in it, and there's two youngs in there. So yeah, guys, the 4-star fallow deer did not make the cut, unfortunately. But hopefully our other buck will make 5. Whoa! Is that him dying? Okay, that's our 5-star dying. Okay. There's a 3-star mature over there. I don't know if we spooked off the other buck or if he just simply isn't in his zone just yet, guys. But we did have 2 4-stars that were down here. I'm not entirely sure where the other one went. Because those are 2 does. But I think they belong to the 5-star we just shot. Do I have a fish tank in my house? Unfortunately, I do not. I actually haven't had any like pet fish since I was a little kid. I had a fish tank when I was really young, and I actually raised the baby bluegill all the way up until it was older. That right there might be him, guys. I think our other 4-star died. I'm pretty sure our other 4-star buck died, guys. At least one of them made it. But we're going to have to peek around the corner, though, just to make sure. There we go, guys. 94%er. He's a 480 out of 500, so he could have lived a couple more years, guys. But again, I did not want to risk it because I was not able to age him myself. I found him as a mature, and I didn't know how old he was, but he could have made it another year or 2. But still, guys, that is a beautiful, beautiful buck. Let's go. Taxidermizing that guy right now. We got one to add to the trophy lodge. Well, that's cool. That's cool, Star Wars. I love fish tanks. I haven't had one in such a long time, but I do love them, though. I like these restaurants that have, like, the real big, giant fish tanks in them. Oh, there he is. Okay, guys, so the other 4-star mature is actually still alive, but unfortunately he has not made 5 stars. So we're going to keep him alive, guys, because I'm not sure if he's going to make it or not. But at least we know that one of them did. But they could be 2 separate ages. They may not be the same age, guys. And because the other one could live longer, I'm going to hope that the second one can as well. Alright, let's go back to the trophy lodge, guys. I want to put this deer up. Let's see. Let's go back to my lodge. What's up, Jack? Just playing some Way of the Hunter. We just got a nice 5-star. We're getting ready to go and add him to the lodge, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Why is my red deer not here? Hang on a second, guys. I want to put my red deer there. And then put the other one here. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Did I have anything else? I don't think I did. One second, guys. Let me check my taxidermy thing. Okay, no, I just have the one whitetail. Alright. Let's see. He's a big 5-star. First one of the game. I think I'm going to put him maybe over the fireplace. There we go. That's pretty. I'll take that. I like how he's like curved. Like I've not killed one like this yet, where it's like kind of like squiggly. Like I like how his tines are like curvy. That's pretty cool. Sick, man. I'll take it. Alrighty. Let's get back out there, I guess. See what else we can find. Yes, Jack, that is actually a super rare. If you have not seen the video on it, it is not really a gifted one, but it is a secret one. So in the game, after you beat the story on Matariki Park for Way of the Hunter, you can set the time to be between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning and go to a particular part of the map, and you'll be able to find this super rare on the map after you finish the story. He is a perfect my 500 scoring animal, so this is the biggest animal that they can get. There's several other racks that you can also get at 500, but I have yet to get one of those. But yes, this is a super rare albino red deer. But you can get a legitimate one as well in the game. And then this is a big 5-star that I found at the start of the game. He was very young, though, for his age. I should have let him live, but again, guys, I just found him like that, and I didn't know how old he was. That was when I shot him. Alright, let's see. Where are we going to go now? I'm trying to figure out where I want to go from here. I'll tell you what, I haven't been to these ponds. Let's actually go to the side of the map, guys, and see if we can't find on the other ponds. I know that I have 2 albinos on the game right now. I'm going to go check on my albino whitetail, guys. Give me 1 second. Nope, that's sandbar. Okay, so my sandbar is the one that drinks down here, not the whitetail. Okay. So that's the reason why I couldn't find my whitetail. He actually drinks over here. So, let's go over here, guys, and see if I can't find my albino whitetail and see what he looks like. Alright, Rocco, I'll see you later, man. If you're still in the stream, I'll talk to you later, man. I just now saw that you had to leave. Good to have you. Hope you have a good day. Your pop shot a buck like that in the 70s? Mag, that is awesome, man. Did he get it taxidermized? Does he have it up on the wall? That's pretty cool. You have a guppy and a leopard fish? Well, that's cool. Did you name them? Let me see how close I am to getting my perks, guys. So I need about 15 more. No. Yeah. Yeah, I need to shoot 15 more animals in the lungs, and then I'll get my next perk, and then I'm just going to keep plowing away at the lever action. It might help if I turn the hunter sense on. Oh, that's awesome, Mag. That's awesome. I wish I could see it, man. That's beautiful. I've only ever seen one animal in real life that was an odd color. It was at my taxidermist's office. He was doing a fallow deer that somebody had shot off of like a private ranch somewhere in the state. I really don't know where it was, but it's some sort of private ranch. We had to pay big money to hunt on it. And the guy was very lucky to find a fallow buck that was actually piebald. And he was getting its head mounted. I asked the taxidermist why he didn't want to get the full body mount, and sadly he couldn't afford it. He could afford the shoulder mount, but he couldn't do the full body, and because of that, he had to just go with the shoulder. But yeah, that's the only rare animal I've seen. Well, I guess that ain't true. I also I caught that melanistic on my walleye whenever I was really young. I did mess him up when I was by making my taxidermist color him the color he was meant to be. There he is, guys. There's my whitetail. He is now a 1-star adult. So, guys, this is one of my potential super rares right here. So far, he is really young still, so I'm not going to shoot him or anything, but this is a buck that might make super rare. However, his buddy there is not going to make it, and I don't like that. He did not have very, very healthy animals in his group, guys, so I'm worried that he's not going to make 5 stars, but he's still going to be a really pretty albino once he hits mature age. But I am going to go over here and take out this buck from his group. Albino squirrels? Dude, I've only ever seen one albino squirrel. And I was going to do a full body mount of that thing if I ever got a chance to shoot him. But sadly, whenever season came back around, he just wasn't on the farm anymore. It's like he knew. He came to my corn barrel all the time during the early deer season. And then whenever the fall season for squirrels came around, he just stopped coming. Alright, guys. Let me blow on this collar here. This will let me know if my buck is going to make 5 stars or not. If any of these deer respond to this collar, it means that they're bad genetics. Okay, so those two called back at me, so that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I have noticed that high genetics animals will usually backtalk you. Although there is a few times where actually the good genetics will do it as well, before they come in. We'll try this again, guys. Gotta wait till the arrow gets in the whites, or else you're calling too often. That should be far enough. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's this guy and that guy that need to be shot. This is not the right caliber, but I'm just herd managing. Whoop. There we go. Man, that guy's wonky. I don't know if I got his buddy or not. You've only killed one what, Star Wars? If you've killed an albino squirrel, I don't know if I'm going to believe you. Dude, this deer is so weird. What is up with that rack? I mean... What's wrong with you, man? He ugly. Whew. Get that out of my sight. That's just ugly. Oh, man. that's a deer only its mother could love. What happens when you shoot them with the wrong caliber, Jack? It reduces the amount of money that you get because you damage the animal's meat quality. And it also makes it to where you won't get full scores. So, like, let's say that I shot a 5-star animal. It would still be shown as a 5-star in the trophy screen, but your trophy rating, like how well you did on the animal, instead of that being 5 stars, it'll be reduced to like 1 or 2. In my personal opinion on this game, even if I use the wrong caliber on a 5-star, just to get it down quicker, it doesn't really affect me as much as it does in Call of the Wild or something. Because really the only thing that it really does to you as a hunter is it just takes away your money. And if you care about your hunting rating, like the game's overall rating on your hunt is, then it takes that away as well. But honestly, it's about all it does. So this game isn't as punishing as Call of the Wild is, but it does reduce the amount of money you get by dramatic amounts, and it also makes you lose your trophy rating. But it'll still be recorded as a 5-star animal, and you'll still get the full score for the animal. So, however you feel about that is how it affects it. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the same group. Okay. I thought I had another albino there for a minute, but it's the same one. Never mind. Man, he's so pretty. I hope he makes 5 stars. I had a 5-star whitetail in here at one point, guys. I did have a super rare, but like I said, it ended up being a glitch when I decided to get the game back. I actually sold this game at one point, the disc copy. And whenever I went to get the digital edition of the game, it ended up giving me the wrong version of the game from the one that I bought, and I actually ended up losing all my memory from it. But I did have in Nez Perce Valley, I did have a 5-star albino whitetail and a bunch of just normal 5-stars. And if you guys are interested in seeing him, I do still have all the videos from my original playthrough on the channel. You'll just have to go to the playlist for Way of the Hunter, and you guys will find it. That guy's having a rough day. I've done that. I've done that, Jack. So I actually don't really care too much about the trophy rating on the game. It's just the game's overall reward for how well you did during the hunt. Me, I'm more for the money and the trophy itself. And to me, only the money gets affected, and it affects you worse by the bigger the caliber you use. So I have shot a few 5-star pheasants with the wrong calibers, just to shoot them with it. So I mean, like I said, it is funny. But I mean, the game really doesn't punish you that much. All it really does is just takes away a bigger amount of money the bigger caliber you use, and that's pretty much all it does to you. So I have a few 5-stars that I shot with the wrong caliber as well, but it was just because I wanted to get it down quicker. But like I said, all it really affects is just your trophy rating and your money. So if you don't really care too much about your trophy rating or how much money you got in the game, like in my instance, I already have all the weapons I need right now. I don't really have any interest in buying anything else. And because of that, I mean, I really don't have a use for money at the moment because there's nothing I'm buying with money. So, other than my 30-30 ammo, because the 30-30's original ammo absolutely sucks. So I have to buy the upgraded version, and that's what I'm using. And it's okay. Like, it goes from sucking to just being okay. So, again, though, I would recommend not using the 30-30 unless you're trying to get perks like I'm doing. I'm trying to unlock all the perks in the game, and in order to do that, I have to use the 30-30. And the 30-30 requires you to get lung shots. If you shoot the bones at all in an animal, you pretty much have ruined that animal. Dude, how far is this deer gonna run, man? I don't even know where he is. Oh, there he is. If I can find him again, I'll shoot him again. Because I got him in the stomach, guys, so it's not going to kill him quickly at all. Nope, that was under him. Come on, lay down. Lay down. There you go. And I'll just shoot him right... Okay, he's absorbed so many 338 shots. This guy's amazing. This is a 338, and this buck has taken at least 3 shots from it, and he's still up and running. This guy just doesn't want to die. All right, Jack, sounds good, man. I'll see you when you get back, buddy. Try to make you laugh because you don't laugh that much. Let me think about it. I didn't think I'd be telling jokes today. I got to think about one, and I'll get back to you. Give me just a minute. Yeah, my brain's just not thinking at the moment. Let me see. Oh, what's a pirate's favorite letter? What is a pirate's favorite letter, Mr. Star Wars? There he goes. Well, so I'm guessing you never watched Star Wars. Hang on a second, guys. I got a phone call coming in. Be right with you. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. Mr. Star Wars, I can't really answer that, do that joke, unless you took a guess at it. So here's another one. I got hit in the head this morning. A book hit me in the head this morning, and I only have my shelf to blame for it. There's a corny one. I also tried to catch some fog last night. I missed. Nah. There's a couple of bad ones for you. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to take a detour today. Yeah, guys, we are back now. Sorry about that. I had to answer a phone call, but I'm back with y'all now. Let's forget about this. Oh, man. Okay. I'll tell you one more and I'll leave you alone. 2 peanuts got caught in a bar fight last night. I heard one was assaulted. Like, he was salted because he's a peanut, but also the word assault. Oh, man. I cracked myself up. Let's see, where am I headed? I think I might go over here to this question mark. I'm pretty sure that is going to be a house. No, wait, the house is up here. So let's actually make our way to this pond, and then I'll make my way to the house. A whole bunch of you guys up there, wasn't there? Nothing there worth shooting, though. That's either a really big Sika. I'm gonna have to go up there and take a look at that thing. That's a big deer. I don't know if that's a big Sika or if I'm looking at a sandbar, but if that's a Sika, that has to be a 4 to 5 star animal. You don't get it. It's okay. My puns are not always punny. Some of them land and some of them don't. Oh, I think I spooked. I didn't spook that group, did I? I hope that's not the same group. I don't think it is because those were pretty close to me. No, it's not the same group. Okay, so it was a red deer. Oh, okay. I knew if that was a Sika, that was going to be a monster. That's all right. No big deal. Not really after these pigs, anyways. That's a pretty nice little sandbar there, though. Speaking of sandbar. That's a lot of guinea fowl. They're all bad. Didn't mean to grab this on one of my binoculars. That was a good one to take out. Sandbar are really risky because they can live to be very, very old, and I think they have like 4 to 5 years during mature years that they can still grow. So if you get them during their mature stage and it's like a 2-star mature, I've actually killed a few of them that would have made 5 stars even though they were already mature. So you gotta be really careful with the sandbar deer on this map. 4 out of 5 times 2-star matures will not make diamond will not make 5 stars, but if I could see you, that'd be a great help. I don't know where he is. I think I'm gonna keep making my way towards the pond. You just got your typical rack fallow. Did you just get a great one? Is that what you're talking about, man? I'm pretty sure you're talking about a great one, ain't you? Oh, let's go, man. Congratulations. Congratulations, brother. That's the way to go, man. That is awesome. I figured you'd be going after the mule deer. You just been tied into fallow or something? I mean, I'm kind of the same way, though. If I had a grind going and I was already way deep into it, it'd be hard for me to move on to something else, but I figured everybody'd be after the mule deer right now. Almost 2,000 kills, dude. Congratulations. Good work. Good work. Let's go. Oh, okay. You took a break from the mule deer. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll get on the mule deer grind eventually. Just this week, I'm wanting to take a break from Call of the Wild, play some other stuff. I might get back at it next week or the week after. Just depends on how my burnout's going. But I tell you though, the more great ones I see people getting though, the more I want to play it. It's just every time I try to play it right now, I can only play it for a short period of time, and I just get tired of it. Crap. Dude, I didn't even see those things here. Shoot. Bunch of noises at this pond. Okay, somehow they spooked. I didn't even do nothing. Okay, so there are red deer at this pond. Noted. What are you? 1-star mature? Yeah, I don't want to shoot till I know what's around the corner. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll go ahead and pop the other one too while we're at it. Yeah, that deer ain't gonna go nowhere. Yeah, it really does, Luke. What should you shoot it with? You want to try it with a bow? Try to see if you can crawl into it. Crawl into range and get him with a bow, or use the collar. That sounds like a good weapon to go for, Luke. What's up, VR? This is not Call of the Wild. That's why it's different. This is Way of the Hunter. This is my second favorite hunting game out there. I haven't played it much at all this year. I figured I'd break it back out while I'm taking a break from Call of the Wild. We'll get back to Call of the Wild and grinding for the Great One Mule Deer probably the next week or the week after. Just wanted to take a week off, play some other games. We're gonna, because of the poll that I put out on my channel, this week we were doing Way of the Hunter today, and then we're gonna do Fishing Planet on Friday. And if I find another day I can stream this week, we'll try to do another day. Let's see, is this guy a low genetics buck? So he's not responding to me. So he's got to be at least 50% or higher in this case. But I'll try again. Yes, VR. This is Matariki Park. It is my favorite map out of the entire game. But I also love Nez Perce Valley, which is sort of like a Wyoming type map. Maybe a little bit of Montana thrown in there too. But yeah, there's a lot of different maps. There's Africa, there's this one, there's Nez Perce Valley. I can't remember what the newest map is, but I'm not too big on the newest map, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, Matariki Park, and then there's also one in Alaska, which is Aurora Shores. So yeah, there's plenty of other maps too. I just wanted to play Matariki today, because it's my favorite one. It has all my favorite animals on one map. It has whitetail, it has fallow deer, it has sika deer, it has the giant red deers. Has elk, has goat species. So I mean, like that's the reason why I like this one the most. And plus, it's really wide open and gives really good long range shooting opportunities. No, unfortunately, they're not free. The only two maps that you get at the start is kind of like Leighton Lakes and Hirschfelden on Call of the Wild, except their Leighton Lakes is a lot better. Nez Perce Valley is probably my favorite map if it's not DLC. So the two maps you get is Nez Perce Valley, which in my opinion is one of the best maps of all time on the game. And then you also will get Transylvania. Transylvania is a good map, but it's kind of like Hirschfelden where it has a lot of thick areas in it, and not too many people will hunt it because of that reason. But it's a pretty decent map though. But those two maps are the free ones. And Nez Perce is amazing. Everybody still plays Nez Perce. It's an amazing map. It's very, very good for whitetail and mule deer hunting. And it has some good Rocky Mountain elk hunting in it and some good moose hunting in it too, so yeah. The main differences between this game and Call of the Wild is that this game you actually have to grow your animals, so they start out as like a 1-star young, and you have to let them age into maturity. And depending on their genetics of the animals that you shoot will depend on how big the animals turn out to be. Every time you shoot an animal, the trophy screen will show you what genetics they are. As long as they are below 80%, they are a good one to take, in most cases. Because any of them that are not above 80 usually will not make diamond or 5-star in this case. Thought about trying to shoot that other Sika, but I don't like shooting deer on the run too much. Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. In my personal opinion, Call of the Wild offers a whole lot more, but it really just depends on your style. If you're somebody who's looking for a game that literally makes you hunt and you can't just zip around the map and just shoot up everything, and you also like the idea of growing your animals instead of just getting random respawns, this one is definitely better. because it's a lot more realistic and it's a lot slower paced. However, I do play it on the easiest difficulty, so that way I don't have to be like overly stealthy, and it's kind of a Call of the Wild-esque as far as difficulty is concerned. But yeah, it really just depends on your playstyle. I love both of them. I actually own and play both of them for that reason. If it's a day where I'm just wanting to chill and take it easy and just kind of walk around, just like free hunt around the map. So I don't know why, guys, but there is just something about the feeling of Way of the Hunter that makes its free roaming better than Call of the Wild. I really don't know what it is. There's not as many rares. There's not great ones or something or stuff like that. But these animals behave a whole lot more like they do in real life, and they move a lot more realistically and act a lot more different than Call of the Wilds. And because of that, I would say that the free roam on Way of the Hunter is better than Call of the Wilds. But if you're looking for like herd management and grinding for like special animals and stuff, obviously Call of the Wild is going to be your favorite because you're just getting random respawns. You don't have to age up your animals, and you can just zip around the map wherever you want to be. Whereas on this map, there are fast travel points, but you can't place like your own fast travels. And even if you could, the game would still make you have to walk around, and you had to be extremely like careful about where you go because the animals are a lot more spookier. They're a lot more like it's just a whole lot more of a realistic experience. So I can't really say that one trumps the other because even though they're very much alike, where they have like feed zones and all this other stuff exactly like each other has, they're also very different in the way that the animals behave and the way you have to hunt. So I don't really think that one trumps the other. I think that they're literally equals. It's just they have different play styles. That's the way I would put it, at least. But like this right here is literally the experience of Way of the Hunter. You can't just like sprint around and be like looking for animals and stuff, which you can. But if you get within like 250 to 300 yards away from them and you're sprinting, they will spook. So the game literally makes you have to be like careful. I hear you over there. I just don't see you. Oh, he's up there. That's a 1-star young. I'm gonna leave him be. I don't know what he is. What's up, Jack? Welcome back, man. What did you miss? Just a few cool animals. You didn't miss any trophies or anything. We've just been shooting a few smaller ones. We went and took a look at my whitetail. That's an albino, and it's currently a 1-star adult now. So hopefully he'll make 5 stars. I've not really seen a point in checking on my sandbar deer because they live for a very long period of time in this game, and it's still going to be a while until he's even a mature adult, goes to maturity from adult. So I'm probably going to lay off of my sandbar deer for now. But both my albinos are doing good. I'm gonna have to keep track of the whitetail. And then after we kill the whitetail, the sandbar deer should be just a few years behind the whitetail, and that'll help me narrow down how old it is. I did not know those deer were even here. I was distracted by those deer up there on the mountain. What are... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Woo! Woo! That was close. What's in this group? 1-star adults. I don't see any matures in there. Let's see if they respond to this. I mean, that does attract them, don't it? Yeah. I'm not going to shoot these deer because they're not responding to the call, so I'm not going to respond to them. I always hit the antler rattler or whatever I have on me first, and if nothing responds to it in the first couple of calls, I leave it be. Also, guys, it has been a while since I don't think I've said it yet in the stream today. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, what are you? Oh, that's just a 3-star mature? Seriously? Dude, that thing is huge for what it is. Dude, that is such a big red deer for just a 3-star mature. I thought for sure that was going to be a 5-star. I don't know how gray he is. I don't want to shoot him just yet. Because if he was a 3-star adult and he just became a 3-star mature, then that's a bad idea. I need to see how gray he is. Because 3-star red deer don't usually make 5 stars. But I do know if they just change from adult to mature, then they could. I just don't know how gray he is. He's pretty gray. You know, he's pretty and I want to risk it. So we're going to shoot him, guys. I might have made a mistake. But I'm going to go on faith that I made a good shot. Again, if I did not kill the right animal, then I did not kill the right animal, but I don't think that rack makes 5 stars. Dude, how far are you going to go, man? I'm thinking I might need to check my ammunition because I think long range for the 338 actually doesn't pack as much of a punch. Hush, Mila. Hush, baby. It's okay. It's just the construction workers. We ain't in any danger. I will say, though, that one thing I will say that Way of the Hunter has on Call of the Wild is it storms and rain. I actually think the weather, now the rain on Call of the Wild is really nice looking. I like how it actually looks like it's some water droplets in front of you. Whereas this game is more like the little lines, but it does look really, really good and detailed. But I will say, like, the lightning up in the air and the way in the atmosphere of the game whenever it's storming is just absolutely. Matariki Park doesn't storm very often, but whenever it does, you can literally watch the lightning like cross the skies and stuff where it's so wide open. It's really cool when it's storming on this game. Wait, that's a random 2-star mature whitetail. Lay down, brother. I mean, I'll take another cool animal. Let's see, did he die yet? I think he is dead. Take a whitetail. It's a good one to take. 57%er. Alright, let's see. Did I make a bad choice with this red deer? Like I said, usually 3-star matures do not make it. But if he just turned to mature, then he could have made it. How gray is he? He is really gray. He was a good one to take out. Alright, good, good. Alright, that's a relief. I made a good choice. He was definitely an old stag. 70%er, that's a good choice to make. Alright, let's see. I think I passed up my marker, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, gotta go back this way then. Does the scope spot the animal? No, it does not. Unfortunately, it does not. So you have to use your binoculars if you're wanting to spot the animal and see if it's a 5-star or whatever it is. But I will say that the way that the ammo and the guns work in this game also trump Call of the Wilds. The way the bullets work and guns and stuff are a lot more realistic than Call of the Wilds are. Like they really nailed down the way weapons work and how powerful a certain round should be and stuff like that. I will say it does trump Call of the Wild in that way. Here's us a new fast travel. And a new challenge as well. Let's see what this challenge is. Harvest a guinea fowl with a bow. Harvest a pheasant shot with a shotgun. Not too hard. But not something I'm really interested in right now anyway. It's $2.25. Whoop. Don't run. Don't run. Thank you for not running. That was a headshot. Another cool deer out of the way. Happily take another 50%er. It's going to help out my herds. I'm not the biggest pig hunter, but I will shoot them if they are they're pretty big. 1-star mature over there. That'll work. Nice, Luke. Nice, man. Congratulations, buddy. What's up, Benjamin? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, man. VR, so no, it's not necessarily harder, it's just a lot more realistic. So you gotta, like, take your time. You don't want to be sprinting everywhere, because animals will hear you sprinting on this game from about 275 to 300 yards away. So if you're sprinting too much, then you'll spook everything around you. So you've actually got to really take your time on this game. And even if you're playing on the easiest difficulty, like what I play on, I mainly play on it just so I get these markers and stuff. But all it really does is just makes it where the animals aren't as spooky, but they're still pretty bad. Like, you got to be really careful. But the game does meet you in the middle, though, by making it to where animals will only spook once you get in with a certain range. And also, walking through bushes and stuff like this does not affect your noise at all. Because this is meant to be a more difficult hunting game and experience where it's slower and a lot more realistic than Call of the Wild is. Call of the Wild is more arcadey, whereas this one's more Call of the Wild is more arcadey, whereas this one is more simulation. This one is more of a realistic take on hunting than it is arcade. But I love it for that reason. It makes it so much more mysterious and so much more fun when you finally find animals and stuff. About the only thing that it has in common with Call of the Wild is the fact that you use need zones, like drink zones and feed zones and all that. And then also the fact that just playing the game itself, I mean, it looks and plays identical to Call of the Wild almost, but the way that you play it is completely different. Instead of just shooting whatever you want and getting random respawns, you actually have to grow your animals and watch them get to a certain age before you can tell if they're worth shooting or not. And it's kind of like a chess game on this when you're playing this game, because depending on the animals you shoot will depend on how healthy your herds are going to be, and also depend on how big your animals will grow to be. So, like, right now, I have 2 albinos on the map that might make 5-star super rares, but you can't rush the game. Like, now I could go back and reset time if I wanted to right now, but I like taking my time and actually hunting on this game. What in the world? Where'd you come from? Went. He's definitely one I'd like to shoot, though. He is a 1-star mature. I think I'm gonna let him get off the hook this time, though. So there's some Seekas in there. VR, I have absolutely no idea what you're saying. I'm sorry. That sentence confused me to death. I don't know what you're saying. You'll have to rephrase and tell me again. Oh, let's go, Luke. Congratulations, man. Did you take him with a bow, or what did you take him with? Let's see. What time do Sambar drink? Sambar. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Sambar. There they are. They drink at 5 in the morning and then 4 in the evening. Wow. Okay, so apparently Sambar is going to have to be hunted whenever I'm doing red deer. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and reset time again. This will add another year to my deer's lifespans. We have searched long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and reset time so that way we can go and see if I can find my Sambar that's albino, just to make sure that he's not getting too old on me, which he shouldn't be. Gotta go all the way around 4 times. So 1. Oh, let's go, Luke. Congratulations, man. Good work, buddy. Alright, and then this 4th time we can just make it land on where we need it to be. I think I'm gonna go 6 in the morning. 6:47, it's close enough. There we go. VR, I just now saw that you asked me why is it so blurry. It ain't blurry on my end. If you guys are noticing that it's blurry, let me know, but I'm not noticing any blur on my end. There's my other one, guys. There's my other potential super rare. He is a 1-star adult now, but that is my Sambar deer. I'll have to keep an eye on him after I reset time a few more times because they live to be a very old age on this game, to about 16 or 18 years old. So it's going to take a lot of time resets in order for me to get him to be that age. But I'll have to keep watching him, but I just wanted to check on him. But that's my other albino, guys. So we have a whitetail and an albino. Alright. A whitetail and albino Sambar, I should say. Let's see. I'm going to go check this pond. I don't know if it has red deer on it or not. I think red deer are early in the morning, ain't they? No, so red deer are not until 9, actually. So with that being said, let's actually go check on some other Sambars. Oh, that's awesome, Luke. Yeah, typical painted. That'd be a pretty one. That'd be a very pretty one. Hello? There we go. And I will also say that driving on this game is incredible as well. Sometimes I'll just get on this game and just drive and have music playing. Just because it's relaxing. Woo! Alright, I'd say that's close enough. Not entirely sure. But I'm thinking about going... I think I have alternative ammo in my 338, and I'm thinking about putting it back to where I had it. It will make it way too overpowered for most stuff, but honestly, I don't really care too much about trophy rating and money at the moment. I've got the vehicle I wanted, and I've got all my gear, so I don't think that I need to worry about it too much anymore. In 1 second. Alrighty. I was just checking chat, guys, making sure I didn't miss anything. Brittany, I'm not sure if you were in chat, the Simple Life, Brittany. I'm not sure if you were or not in chat, but whenever I click on chat, it is showing your name. If I overlooked what you said to me earlier in the stream and you're still here, I'm gonna just say it again because I just now realized that I think that you were in chat at one point and I overlooked what you said, and I didn't mean to if I did. So, if you're still in the stream and you want to ask me your question or tell me what you wanted to tell me, you can. Okay, so I might be a little bit early. Once you get your mule deer, you're going to finish your moose grind. I hear you, man. I wish you the best of luck with that. I hope you get your moose. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get back on the mule deer probably next week or the week after. I just want to take a week off, Call of the Wild, play some other stuff for a while. Get my hop back up and ready to go. I think I'm a little bit too early, because I'm not seeing anything down through here. It was almost 7 o'clock, so I figured an hour later would be good. Alright. I've had enough looking at empty water. Let's set it back to red deer time. Oh wait, I have a buck check on. That's right. Yeah, I have a buck check on. Hang on. I've got a 4-star that might make 5-star. I forgot all about him. Alright, let's go check this whitetail out, guys. I do have a whitetail that might make 4 stars. I mean 5 stars, rather. No, it's a 1-star young. Oh, I hope I didn't. I hope that he didn't die on me. I did have 2 4-stars, one made 5. I was hoping I'd get 2 5-stars out of the group. It doesn't look good. It looks like there's just 1-star youngs here. I do believe we lost that deer, guys. Okay. Hi. 2-star adults. Nothing over there we need to shoot. I'm gonna leave them be. Yeah, guys, we lost the other 4-star, so he did not make 5. One of the bucks made 5-star, the other one did not. What can you do? I mean, I don't think that he'd come back as a low genetics animal. I'm guessing he could. No, he's just gonna lay back down. Okay. Yeah, and then that 3-star whitetail also died. Oh well. Not much you can do in that situation. So my buck hit adulthood the last run. The whitetail. So right now he should be 4 years old, give or take. So he likes another 2 years and then he'll finally hit maturity. So I need to reset the map 2 more times and then my buck should be on the first year of maturity. For the whitetail. Excuse me. I think I'm going to walk this way this time, guys. We went that way the other time. So I think I'm going to go this way this time. Also, guys, if you have not already, please hit the like button for me so that way it'll help other people find my channel. Every time you guys hit the like button, it shares my content 50 times around YouTube and allows people to find my channel a whole lot easier. So like buttons are extremely important, especially for an upcoming YouTuber like myself. Also, make sure you guys subscribe so that way I can work towards getting paid to do this for a living. I would really appreciate any of your all support you guys can give. That is a pretty New Zealand red deer. Oh, that's a... Golly, there's some monsters. 2-star matures. Where are all these coming from, man? I mean, not that I'm complaining, but... There's just red deer everywhere. You guys can run. I'm not after you all. Two-star adult, 2-star adult. Both of those get to live. Golly, they're just everywhere. Whoop, don't want to sprint. What are you? That's an old deer there. I think I'm going to go for the one that gives me the easiest shot. Golly. It is so hard to choose. Let's see. The 3-star mature. But he's not that gray. This guy right here looks like the one I want to shoot. He's really gray. I just need him to turn. There we go. I do believe I got 2 good ones there. I hope I did at least. Yeah, I got the 3-star mature. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping it was going to end up being, was the 2 matures. Surprised I didn't drop him, to be honest. The second one here, I figured that it'd just drop him on the spot. I'm gonna have to check my ammunition. I'm pretty sure I'm using the weaker version of the ammo, so it doesn't take away so much money, but I don't really need that anymore. So I might need to go and change things over. I love the red deer on this map, man. They're so pretty. Oh, it was not a good one to take out. But I think he would have only made 4 stars, though. Like I said, usually it has to be about 87 to 88 to make 5-star. I've never seen an 86% 5-star red deer, and I've hunted these things so much. So I'm pretty sure that that would not make 5 stars, but it could have, I guess. Okay. Where did my blood trail go? Oh, there he is. Okay, he's just down there on the river. Alright. Yeah, I knew that one would be a good one to take. 2-star mature red deers usually don't have a chance, so I always pop them. 3 stars is 50-50. But I usually go determine on how gray they are. If they're real gray in color, I usually go ahead and pop them, but I have made a few mistakes in my past shooting 3-star red deer. Guys, chat has been quiet, so I'm just giving some general commentary. But if any of you guys want to talk to me, feel free to. I don't mind to talk to anybody in chat. Otherwise, I hope you guys are still enjoying the gameplay. I'm sure most people are wanting to watch the Great One grinds right now for the mule deer over on Call of the Wild, but still, I appreciate all you guys that are giving your time to me today. What's up, Reed? Welcome back. Glad to see you able to make it. We've shot a few red deer, and had one of our 4-star bucks did not make it. Unfortunately, he passed away on us. And now we're getting ready to shoot this buck because I'm pretty sure he's a cool buck as well. But I hope you're doing well, Reed. Glad to see he's able to make it back. He's going to lay down right there. But what you been up to, Reed? You doing anything fun today? Hope you're doing well. I know I've already said that 2 or 3 times, but for some reason I'm on repeat today. I keep wanting to repeat the same stuff over and over again. Well, I was never sick or anything, Reed. I was just burnt out. Um, uh, I was burnt out on Call of the Wild really bad, and then last time I had to cancel the stream because I ate something that didn't agree with my stomach, and it kept me up all night. I have a sensitive stomach, and if I eat certain foods, it can cause me to have stomach issues. So sadly, that was one of them. That guy probably would have made 4 stars. But yeah, that's why I had to cancel last time, is I just had stomach issues that kept me from being able to stream. So I'm doing a lot better now, if that's what you're referring to. Whoop whoop. Oh, that's a doe. Okay, that's the doe that was with the buck. Never mind. Oh, okay, Reed. Yeah, I appreciate you asking me. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing a lot better now than I was. But but the reason why we're not doing Call of the Wild right now is because I just ended up burning myself out on it really bad. I've been pushing it hard on my channel for like the past 4 months almost. And even though there's a new great one and everything, it's hard for me to keep playing for extended periods of time right now. I just get kind of bored with it after a little bit. So I decided to take a week or 2 off. I'll get back at it probably either next week or the week after and try to get my mule deer. And then I've got a big surprise for everybody for the remainder of the year starting in August, but I'm not going to announce that until July. But I got some big plans for the remainder of the year. Especially if we hit 500. If we hit 500 people before August, then we'll get some major changes to the channel before then. I guess I could go after some milk. No, I didn't even get to set up anything, Reed. After our last stream, I played for about 30 minutes after our last stream, and then got off, and then since then, I just haven't had the energy to go back to it. Like, I just haven't even been on the map since then. I've just been burnt out. I really don't know what it was. Towards the end of the last stream, I was starting to get a little bit... Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was starting to get a little bit bored, and whenever the stream ended, I only played for about 30 minutes or so more. It's a nice elk. But yeah, that's I haven't been back on there since our last stream. Sniped him. Wow, got one charging me. Good night, buddy. Oh well. Good grief. Yeah, he was wanting a piece of me, wasn't he? You shot my best friend. Oh man. But yeah, if I start feeling like I'm getting back into Call of the Wild, though, I'll start working on my setups and stuff. Have been watching Scarecrow and Flinter's stuff on the streams, so that way I've been able to get some idea of where my setups could be. So I'm definitely trying to get mentally prepared for it. I'm just not entirely sure when I'll return. It'll either be next week or the week after. It just depends on when this burnout leaves me. The only thing I wish this game had is the ability to shoot your gun without aiming. I tried to actually hit fire that elk, and I forgot that you can't do that on this game. You have to aim down your sights before you can actually shoot. And I forgot all about that. That would have been handy, though, with that elk. If I could just blast towards him. Are you talking about on the new ridge? I didn't know that you could ride anything on the new map if that's what you're talking about, or was it something you did in real life? Bunch of pigs in this area. Oh, you meant to say a ski, and you said ski. Okay, I got you now. You just misspelled it. All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't been there just yet. I've been to some really tall ones that gave some really pretty views, but I haven't been I only have been to the tall list. I'll have to check it out. Surely there's got to be more than just a doe over here. Okay, that's what I thought. The buck is down there, and it's a 1-star young. There's another one out there. What are you? 2-star mature? I'll take that. It's on the top left of the map? Okay. I try to keep that in mind whenever I go to play again. Is that where the overlook thing is, by the way? Okay, well I don't know where where it's located on the map. Like I know it's called Fiddler's Bow or whatever, but but yeah, I just didn't know where it was located. Well, I know there's nothing down here actually. Let's see. Nothing over here. Yeah, I was using the weaker. Alright, well, I'm going back to the original. I don't care if it's overpowered or not. It'll bring the animals down a lot quicker. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left in the stream. I think it's just me and you in here, Reed, unless it's somebody else. We'll just kill the rest of the time just looking around, seeing what we can't find out here. That's a nice 2-star mature down there. I don't see any other competition, so I think I'm going to go over here and take that guy out. Be a nice buck to use a 30-30 on. No, it's not, Reed, unfortunately. It's not a free game. This is Way of the Hunter. It is easily, in my opinion, the second best hunting game in the world, as it currently stands. Just barely behind Call of the Wild. Mainly because you have to age the animals on the game, which I prefer just random respawns, but at the same time, I think the game is genius in the way that it plays, and I love playing it. But no, it is not free, unfortunately. I think it's like $40, give or take. So it's not bad either, though. It's like $30, $40 for the game, and 2 maps. Okay, I think I made a good shot on the first one, and I think I made a bad shot on the second one. This 30-30, man, it's one of my least favorite weapons in the game, but I have to use it in order to get perks. I think I still need to kill, like... I think I still need to hit the lungs. Like, you don't have to kill by lung, you just have to hit the lung. And I think that you have to do it at least... I think I have to do it at least 50 more times before it counts as as my next perk unlock. Yeah, this one was a good hit. The other one wasn't. That would have been a good one to shoot, but I didn't know he was there. Oh, this 30-30, man. I can't wait to get rid of it. I got 22 more times I gotta hit it. No, 12 times. Gotta hit the lung 12 more times to get my next perk. And then I gotta do it all over again. That's the one thing about the game's leveling up system I'm not a big fan of, though, is that two of them, a lot of your perks are tied to the break shotgun and the 30-30, which is the very first guns you start off with in the game. The break shotgun is not that bad, but the 30-30 is it's not a terrible rifle, like it does the job, but it just makes every animal you shoot just run so far away from where you shot it at, even if it's a long shot. And and eventually it gets old to use it, but you have to use it or else you can't get those perks, which is stupid. Oh, you did, man? I didn't know there was a secret cave. Which part of the map is it located at? Also, have you went inside to see if maybe there's anything in there, like any collectibles or anything? Because there might be something in there for you to collect. Though I'm not sure. Here's the whitetail. Take another step forward there, buddy. Take another step forward for me. That should have been a long shot. It felt like a long shot, at least. Oh, okay. So you just now found it then. Well, it's interesting. Let me know if you find anything cool in it. There we go. That's a long shot. Oh, you're in the cave? Nice. I wonder if it leads anywhere or gives you anything cool. A lot of random sounds around this place today. Ooh. Hello there. How you doing? You don't look like you're doing too good now. Dude, I just now realized that this game, I know that it said it had a vibration sensitivity update, but I just now felt the difference. Like, I've shot the other ammunition several times throughout the day, and then I shot the regular bullets, and it like made my controller shake so much more violently. That was a good one to shoot. I never noticed that, but yeah, I'm using the more powerful rounds, and my controller actually has a harder shake to it now. A harder vibration. That's pretty cool. I don't think it leads nowhere, but it's pretty cool. You should check it out. I'm sorry if I'm trying to tempt you back on Hunt Call of the Wild, but I'm not trying to. Oh, no, you're fine, man. I don't care a bit to talk about Call of the Wild. Just because I'm burnt out of playing it doesn't mean I'm burnt out on talking about it. Like I don't mind. Like, I still have a very big passion for the game, and I still love hearing what other people get and stuff like that, so you're not a bother at all, man. Like I said, you can be burnt out of playing the game, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're burnt out of just everything about it. You know what I mean? I still love talking to you guys about it and everything, so it ain't a problem. Yeah, I might have to check it out, though. I do like hidden stuff, but at the same time, there's nothing in there. It's kind of like whenever I go on vacation. I like having something to do while I'm on vacation. I'm not very big on just sightseeing. I actually like to have like something to do once I get to where I'm going. Um, and it's kind of the same thing with like Call of the Wild or other games. Like if I find a secret area, yeah, it's pretty cool. But unless there's anything like to do there or to find, it's just not really. It doesn't really intrigue me as much. Oh, nice, Reed. I figured you'd be after the mule deer on Esky Ridge. I mean, fallow deer is still a great grind, though. Alright, Reed, I wish you very much luck with that, but unfortunately I've only got about 5 minutes left in the stream, and I don't think that's enough time for me to find anything else to shoot today, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude my stream here. Thank you all for being here. If you guys are lurking in chat, or if you guys are still with me right now, I hope that you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe. I'll be live again on Friday playing Fishing Planet. If I get an extra day this week, maybe tomorrow or something to do another stream, I will do one, but otherwise I will be streaming again on Friday. And then next week, I will let you guys know before next week starts about whether or not we're going to be playing Call of the Wild or doing other things again. But make sure you guys like, make sure you subscribe. I'll talk to you certainly on Friday. I'll let you know if another stream is going to happen this week beforehand. I love you all. Talk to you later. Have a great evening. I'll see you next time.